In our pursuit of love, we often find ourselves making sacrifices for those who hold special places in our hearts. The depth of our care for them is undeniable, yet there are instances when they let us down, taking advantage of our kindness for their own gain. It's a familiar scenario. They're amiable when in need, but once their desires are fulfilled, they depart swiftly, akin to a bird taking flight. How can one reclaim control in such situations and assert themselves? You are smart, so I know you have subscribed, liked, and commented on this video, so let's delve into this discussion. To regain authority over one's life, it's imperative to avoid specific actions. Changing one's life solely to align with someone else's is akin to wearing ill-fitting shoes, uncomfortable and unnecessary. Seneca wisely pointed out that trying to be everywhere means being nowhere. To yield to others' expectations jeopardizes personal identity, diverting from one's path, speed, and goals. It's time to stand out proudly in one's unique colors, refusing to shape life for others. Obsessively focusing on someone can become detrimental, akin to a satellite perpetually circling around. This fixation leads to a loss of personal vision, dreams, and uniqueness, turning individuals into mere shadows living by others' rules. Marcus Aurelius emphasized that being at peace with oneself equates to being at peace with the world. Thus, directing attention inward becomes crucial to maintaining balance and avoiding subjugation to others' rules. Prioritizing someone else over mental health and happiness is comparable to burning one's house down to keep another warm. It's a harmful sacrifice that places control of happiness in others' hands. Strengthening mental toughness is crucial, fiercely guarding against compromises that sacrifice one's own joy. It's a declaration that one is in charge of their own mind, refusing to be walked over. Pushing away friends or family for someone else is like chopping off branches of the tree that supports personal growth. Each friend and family member constitutes vital support, and distancing oneself weakens this network. Reconnecting with loved ones is essential, acknowledging their role as a base and support system. Plato's analogy of people as soil that either aids growth or hinders, it is a stark reminder of the significance of maintaining connections. Wasting time on someone, as if they can never have enough, is akin to throwing time into a void. Seneca's reflection on life's brevity suggests that our challenge lies in wasting too much of it. Reclaiming one's time, using it judiciously, and finding a balance between personal happiness and the demands of others is the path to personal fulfillment. Sharing everything about one's past, especially the hardships, is comparable to revealing every secret and challenge faced. This openness leaves individuals vulnerable to old problems resurfacing, exposing them to potential harm or manipulation. Protecting one's story and selectively sharing details ensures personal strength and safeguards against exploitation. Agreeing to do something solely to please someone else is like putting on a stifling mask. Albert Camus' insight into true happiness warns against worrying too much about others' opinions. Saying yes to things one dislikes breeds bitterness and erodes self-respect. Learning to say no, unmasking one's true self, and living authentically is the key to genuine happiness. Allowing the fear of being alone to drive decisions is akin to walking in the dark with no direction. Choices made out of fear, especially the fear of solitude, may lead to undesirable destinations. Aristotle's wisdom on self-knowledge as the beginning of all wisdom emphasizes the importance of valuing one's own company. Fear should not dictate decisions. Instead, understanding and appreciating oneself should guide choices. Celebrating achievements, no matter how small, is a practice that often gets overshadowed by efforts to meet external expectations. Epictetus's lesson on seeking admiration from oneself, not just others, underscores the importance of self-appreciation. Recognizing personal successes builds self-confidence and reinforces the value of one's unique journey. We often want to care for others, but must avoid letting that compromise our well-being. While relationships require compromise, continually putting someone else's needs above your own risks enabling behaviors that don't serve you. A wise approach involves openly discussing each person's intentions, boundaries, and what each can reasonably offer long-term. Assume the best in others, yet protect yourself by avoiding dependency on any single relationship. Prioritize surrounding yourself with those adding value through mutual care, trust, and accountability. Limit time with anyone disrespecting predefined boundaries until changes occur, as their motives may not align with your growth. Rather than fixating on any one person's actions, cultivate self-knowledge and independence. Depend on an internal locus of control, virtues, and support system. Choose partnerships enhancing this journey versus defining your worth or taking priority over responsibilities to yourself. Healthy relating involves balanced giving, receiving across interactions, not simply reacting to temporary emotions. Consider each experience from an observer's impartial perspective to distance from hurt and avoid escalating issues personally. While loneliness feels universal, solitude offers perspective. Use alone time constructively for reflection and self-care, not avoidance or distraction. See relationships as enhancements versus necessities, valuing your natural state of contentedly being before worrying over external validation. Prioritize boundaries, respecting your integrity while being ethically discerning case by case. Extend patience, yet avoid being a doormat. Your responsibility remains growing into the best version of yourself, regardless of circumstances, relationships included. Stay true to your authentic path. Living stoically in a world filled with chaos demands a steadfast commitment to personal principles and values. It requires a keen understanding of one's own worth, a refusal to compromise mental health and happiness for others, and a conscious effort to celebrate personal victories. By prioritizing authenticity, valuing connections, and reclaiming control over time, individuals can navigate life's challenges with resilience, strength, and an unwavering commitment to their own journey. The Stoic path is not about conforming to external expectations, but about embracing one's true nature and creating a life grounded in personal virtues and beliefs. It's a journey of self-discovery, integrity, and the pursuit of true freedom. Living stoically in a world filled with chaos demands a steadfast commitment to personal principles and values. Stoicism is a philosophy that emphasizes the importance of reason, rationality, and living in accordance with nature. The Stoics believed that we can't control external events, but we can control how we react to them. By applying Stoic principles to our lives, we can develop emotional resilience and cultivate a steadfast mindset that allows us to endure and thrive amidst difficulties. To live stoically in a world filled with chaos, it's important to focus on what we can control and not worry about what we can't. We should accept and embrace our own mortality and the impermanence of the world around us. By doing so, we can develop a sense of inner peace and contentment. We should also practice self-control, being conscious of our impulses and realizing our ephemeral nature and the short time allotted. These were all meditative practices that helped the Stoics live with their nature and not against it. When faced with adversity, it's important to remember that obstacles are opportunities for growth and self-improvement. By facing adversity head-on, practicing self-discipline, and embracing discomfort, we can develop emotional resilience and cultivate a steadfast mindset that allows us to endure and thrive amidst difficulties. We should also learn how to manage our emotions, count to 3 or take a time out when necessary, and challenge ourselves to be brutally honest. By focusing on what we can control, practicing self-control, and embracing adversity as an opportunity for growth, we can develop emotional resilience and cultivate a steadfast mindset that allows us to endure and thrive amidst difficulties. I hope this helps you. See you in the next video.